Hello and welcome, I'm Veronica Adane. My guest today, Seleshi Demise, a very familiar face in the Ethiopian musical scene, has just delivered a new album. He says he's keen in maintaining the Ethiopian tradition intact. Is he succeeding? A very warm welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You have a new album just released. It seems to be quite an interesting one. You've organized a concert.
This is a new album that I've been trying to make it happen, the last 10-15 years since got back from the States, and then I was trying to find a way how I can make it happen. I mean, trying to find musicians, dancers. In the meantime, to find some kind of medium how I can be able to achieve this recording, and it happened successfully, actually.
Do you think it is any different from what you had out for the public in the years past? I mean, there is some kind of continuity, but do you think that it's any different?
Yeah, it is a continuity of my performances in the past, but this one is different. I try to make it different because the way it's set up is to show the public, to show the whole Ethiopian audience, not really only Ethiopians, but to the whole world, that bringing back the Ethiopian culture, the art of krar, the art of singing in Ethiopia, and also the secret of the string instrument, incorporating voice, incorporating sounds with the art of plucking and strumming, which hasn't been done in the past 40-50 years. So I tried to perform with this krar and showing the Ethiopian traditional instrument has a dynamic sound and a dynamic story about the culture. So this time I brought this performance to show the public that Ethiopia has a very proud culture by singing and by playing the krar with Ethiopian other traditional instruments like masanko, kabaro, washint, and other instruments. So this time I organized a couple of different musicians from different theaters in Ethiopia, and then with the dancing groups we have been trying to study well and then to put this in a concert.
But speaking about your new album, you kind of tweaked it, I think, to meet the demands of the current generation of young Ethiopians. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah. A few of them that I played in the past, of course, they are in the recording, but most of them are new. The reason why I picked the ones that I've been playing to play it again is they have a lot of messages in them, and people they might have heard it, but they didn't see it in a kind of a performance, in a kind of a setup that people can come directly to the stage and see the art of the performance. So I wanted to put that again with the new recordings. I think 3 songs might be in the new album that I played in the past, but most of them are new ones, and the new ones are really new, and they have stories. Each one of them have stories, beautiful stories, incorporated with the musical drama. Actually, it's not just the music; it's a musical drama. They've got stories. We put the story with the drama, and then when you see the performance and when you hear the music together, you can really capture the whole essence of that tradition. That's what
you said. Messages. You say culture. I feel that you want to go back in time, and
yeah, the reason why I've been repeating this culture is in the past 34 years, the so-called modern music, when it comes to Ethiopia, most musicians were inspired. I don't know if they are inspired or maybe they probably wanted to play the Western style of music and then everybody was drawn to that Western culture. The way how they sound, the way how they dance, the way how they bring out the music is not typically Ethiopian. It is just a whole bunch of different things mixed together. On the other hand, it's okay, but what I wanted to show is the music and the musical culture in Ethiopia has so much to give, have so much to say, that the young generation didn't get the chance to listen to this.
You think that it's not provided with...
Yes.
Are you saying that Ethiopian artists have not delivered along that line?
Definitely. It's not delivered by people who have the talent, and it's not even delivered by some kind of institutions like music institutions, let's say, or cultural institutions.
But there are a bunch of Ethiopian musicians out there who play traditional music and so on.
There are, but not very much, not many of them. I mean, you see them here and there. You know, that is not really the right way to do it. I think you see it probably at the National Theatre or the Hagar Fikr Theatre, but it's not really spreaded, it's not really provided widely so people can be able to play them. Like in the past, people used to play them in their houses, you know, like fathers play, mothers play, dance and sing, all these kind of things. But this kind of culture has been really put aside, and then like people see televisions from the other countries, you know, they see all this different kinds of music performances, but they don't, it wasn't really provided well so people can be able to get or to capture the whole essence of this Ethiopian traditional music, like the krar, the washin, the kabaros and other things. So I think what I'm trying to do is I've been sitting back and looking at this music, and then I say, okay, the modern music can go like that, but how about the traditional music that we have? And then when I was, you know, out, I've been playing all the time, you know, everywhere in the world. And then I listen to people what they really comment about the Ethiopian music. They really get amazed how the instrument sounds, how the music is really so soothing, so wonderful, and they keep telling me that if we go to Ethiopia, can we find all the kind of traditional instruments? And I said yes, but it's not really provided well. I think I'm trying to make it expand. We have to expand this through schools, in the communities, in different, you know, youth centers, so they can be able to use them and also to get advantage of it.
Your pieces are loaded with messages. Is that the right way to reach out to the young, for example?
Yes, because the music is not just a song that you listen. I think the song has a lot of messages, like moral messages.
I guess what you're trying to do is instruct. And what I think is probably that's not the way to do it.
Well, that's the way to do it. The way to do it is if you go back and listen, all the traditional music in the past have lots of messages, like love music. In the love music, like in one of the wedding love music, it says that the girl wants to get married, and people want to be on the wedding. They want to be a part of the wedding, and the neighbors say that, hey, why don't you just let your girl married so we can dance and we can play? And then the father listens to them and says, you know, I'm not ready for it. She's not even ready for that. This message goes back and forth. This message goes through rhythms, through music, through the lyrics, and then when you incorporate all those things, you get to really understand and you get really to feel them. Oh, this is really makes sense. So I think this kind of messages are really entertaining. They entertain you. In the meantime, they put some